Okay. Sweet. Did we get a new pop-up? Is there a new event? No notifications. That's rude. Right. There's no in-game notifications for this new event. Oh well. We'll go find out what this all means. Hey, Dominion. What's going on? Your drab. Oh, right. Yep, claim. Done. Toga. Oh god, I finally ran out with it. Stuff. That's rough. Okay. Right.
Drab. Everything drab.
Your drab, Verminia. Alright, so there should be apparently some new weapons in the game. I guess I could go see Capitalist Camel. But I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way. Compendium. Oh, okay, right. Nothing in there. These look familiar, which we already have, so that's probably still a bug. That's okay. Ooh, we got points. Combat arts. Hello. What have we got? Absolutely nothing to spend them on. Absolutely nothing to spend them on. Absolutely nothing to spend them on. Not just yet. Anyway. Alright, so. What do we like? Riposte. How do you riposte with a bow? Yeah, okay. That seems completely irrelevant. So, Splinter. Come on. No? You don't want to work? Okay. Let's recenter. Splinter. We will do that one. I have no idea about these Cantwell wood arrows or whatever. Perfect charge. Quickly, directly. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do the smite. Fletching. Ooh, absolutely. Arrows to the leg. Can't be bothered. Rife knocked. Increased number of hail of arrows. Who wouldn't? Alright. So boom boom. Done and done. And then we'll do arrows can stay buried for longer. There we go. Bow setup done. 30, 30, 30, 29. Alright, let's take this little one for a spin. You are a grace-based bow. That's unfortunate, but switch you over in a memento. Uno momento. Oh Tempest, we can play with you, but I think today we will go Handamora. We'll still level the Koblad, which is great. Armor is fine. What's our setup? Done, done. Okay, Mora's Hand. You'll be fine. Totems. What have we got? I'm still going to make the other Mora's medallion. Okay. Sweet. We will do so.
I know. How can I do better?
Do better just by being better to Volcano. That's how it works.
If only Kane were here to yield you worthy stock.
Maybe we can summon Kane? Hopefully? Right. I think reforging's done. Also, settings. Let's have a look. Graphic stuff. So, aspect ratio, and that'll be fine. Upscaling. Turn that off. We'll do a little bit more of a setup on these here. Shader quality. I don't really know about these. Bloom's fine. Film grain, we'll get rid of that. Don't know about these. Don't know what this means. I'm gonna just turn that off. Right. Let's just relog. Whoa. That's better. There. There is cool. That's exactly my password. How are you? I'm just playing with like a few bits and pieces. I feel like I should actually reset the game though. Actually, I won't. I'm just gonna do that. We'll just play on medium settings. Blur, depth of field, distortion, glare. That's fine. Film grain, turn that off. Alright, what's this? Dynamic resolution. I have no idea what that means. Apparently, this helps improve borderless in windowed display modes. Ah, I'm not using those. It still feels rough for some reason, but I am playing with GPU settings a bit. So, you know what? Oh, great. I'm gonna reset. I'm doing good. Boiling hot because it's like extra spicy hot today. Oh, that's right. That is a-okay. How are you? What time is it there? I think, what's it? It's almost like midday here. So I'm assuming it's pretty. Oh shit, that is late. Oh man, cold weather is more than what we need right now. It's like 30 degrees here. It's disgustingly hot. I still feel like this looks grainy. It's really annoying me. I don't know if I want vertical sync or not. I don't think that's a good idea. So DLSS seems to be... It works well. Definitely smooth stuff out. Apparently we've got like a new event. I've got no idea what to do with it, so... I think I've got to go find like a bird. And like, you feed birds. Apparently. And apparently there's new weapons in the game too. I've got no idea. I didn't even think about it. That we would be getting another event happening in the game. So I guess it's like explore, find, collect, rinse, repeat. So I'm gonna play all like the cheaty little things today. Basically just use Flit Smoke Rune and just go nuts. You don't deal with the heat? Dude, tell me about it. I hate the heat, and I live in a very hot part of our country. It's bullshit. Oh, you've got no idea how crabby I get. If I get like stupidly hot, which it's hot today, it's disgusting. Oh man, that rune stopped working. God damn it. That's fine. Your leg hurts and cold? Yeah, I would be happy with like a semi-frozen limb over the heat that we have. It's disgusting. It drains you with energy in such a different way. Like, excessively. Burn! Oh, wait. That's right. You burn. I really hate this mage. There we go. I don't know if I want to do Koga though. Not yet. I want to see what this event's about. Oh shit, I forgot. I got the new rune. You do one little hit, and it gives you an arrow hail. Again, it's crazy. Like, insane. Like, you don't even have to charge your shots anymore. It just does the work for you. Absolutely crazy. There you go. Board curl all done. You can always put on more layers? Yeah, I agree. I lived in Canada for like 10 years. So walking to work was great. It was like minus 50. But at least it was like manageable. Yep. Could be. Awesome. Alright, let's go take on the boss. What's really great about this boss, if it can't see, it can't teleport. It sucks for them. Oh, but you do have to take out this goddamn mage. Otherwise, they just keep on healing it all the time. Luckily, this rune just makes you invisible all the time. Alright, that's them bitches out the way. And then just stabby stab. All the stabs. One of my favorite things to do so far. Like, it's cheap, but if you can do it, why don't you? Except when they fall through the stairs. That's annoying. There you go. Boss done. Easy as pie. Literally. And then you just go mop everything else up. There's one dude up, I think, up there. But then, I think there's like a few different little dudes hanging around. Which is not a bad thing. But pretty much gives you like an S tier clearing, like, very quickly. Which is great. I don't like the moon. What? What do you mean? I'm gonna fly away now. I'm a superstar. Oh, there they are. Hello. My dagger decided to disappear. Okay. It looks super weird. What? This one? Here, I'll take a screenshot for you and send it to you as a gift for Christmas. Hang on, we'll get rid of that icon. There we go. Hang on. Oh, wait. Hang on, I'll set the scene for you, dude. Alright. It's not rude. You say you don't like it? I'll send it to you. Here you go. I've taken 3 screenshots for you. You're welcome. Where is this chick? Can you open these doors? Oh, wow. Okay, so they completely block it in. That sucks. Right. Okay. Where's the other enemy? I can hear it. Oh, there it is. Ah, shitballs. Alright. We gotta run up and do that all over again. I've got 3 Christmas cards for you now, dude. Digital form. I moon over you. Ah, that's awesome. Don't tell me if you don't like something, because I'll send you a gift of it instead. Oh, wait. This one. There we go. We should have S tier now. Inflammare. Look at that. Wait. Hang on. There we go. We've got even more Christmas gifts for you. don't like lots of money. Oh, okay, right. I'll see what I can do on that front. Maybe I should start like a GoFundMe page for Bear. Maybe I can influence people to be like, yo, let's help our friend Bear out. What weird? Money. I wish the boost might actually activate a lot quicker, but also, like, further away. That'd be nice. Bearkini? Yeah, totally. A Bearkini wax fund? Oh my god. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna screenshot that so I can write that in my notes for later. I've got no idea about this event, hey. So... I'm assuming it's in, like, the regular mode? It says something about, like, bird totems, new weapons. So, I guess start with, like, the basics. And then we'll just go from there. Wait, where's my dagger? There it is. I have to admit, that's one of the coolest mechanics I've ever had in a game. It's like, you drop your weapon and you're like, where the fuck is it? Just recall it. It's so sweet. I feel even more cooler than a Jedi would. Kind of. Without all like the dark side, light side. Like you have all the powers in the world of what you want to do. Which is dope. Just... Does this little dude say anything? That's a giant squirrel. And he's like kind of cute. Alright, Mouse. What do you need? Oh, this is the Verminia quest thing. Alright, I'm gonna go do the glades. Because generally, I'm gonna assume there's something in here. But it must be like an open world thing. I'm gonna assume it is. But anyway, what's on for your weekend? Okay, the lighting looks so much better in here already. This is good. I've also turned all the volumetrics off, like every single thing. Oh good, we've got level 10. At least that will work well. I still feel like that storm ability should be put onto the O Tempest. That will just complete that pact. In its entirety. The damaging, like, debuffing, like, lightning wind. Why wouldn't we have that? Alright, I'm making this difficult for myself, and that's not damageable. I love my brain. And we've got creeps, and a lot of them. I love the Jesus move that they pull. But it doesn't really help them. Like, at all. I'll probably do a boss run soon. Going Christmas shopping for the wife tomorrow? Nice. Taking sister-in-law as the backup? I hate shopping. Dude, that is like ultimate dude planning. Like, always bring a second lady so they can actually like whine and complain to each other about stuff. And then you can be like, yo, there's a coffee shop. That looks really nice. I love the coffee there. And then they're like, yeah, let's do it. And you're like, okay. And then you go hang out and they just like put the bill and then they leave you alone and don't whine to you about anything. It's great. I used to do that with my mum and my sister a lot. They'd be like, oh, like they just pick some sort of rando topic to start like complaining about stuff. I'm like, you guys like gossip. I really hate it. So, let's go for a coffee and you guys can just hang out and sit there and just talk shit. And they would do that for hours. And then I could just walk away and be at peace. It's like the best dude planning ever. Dudes need to like get together more and be like, yo, here's some magic tricks that you can use with ladies. the advantage of having wisdom because of years? Oh yeah, for sure. Honestly, I've learned so much from a lot of like my really, really good girlfriends. I'm like, yo, like, what do you guys think about this? And I'll give them like a, I don't know, topic of whatever. And they will actually like pull it to pieces and give me like the most intricate details. And then I'm like, okay, get to the point. And they're like, oh, we can just do this. I'm like, so why do you have to have like a roadmap of A through to Z and then like adding numbers to it? So like A1, B2, C3, like so on. And they're like, but you have to like localize every angle. I'm like, but why? They're like, because that's just what we do. I'm like, okay. If that's what works for you. But yeah, always offer copy. It's like the one and only thing that will save you from a lot of their nuanced conversations of stuff that you have no interest in, basically. And also, like, shopping is a pain. Like, you literally see the pain on every other dude's face when you go shopping. It's like, yeah, dude, I feel your pain. Alright, what's in here? Where's this dude? I've got a feeling that there's probably no event here. Unfortunately. But I have found the glade. Do I dare? Yes, I do. Just for like a weapon, I think. And then I'll go do this event thing. But bosses will probably be a good idea to do. I just want to level this bow. Alright, creeps. Oh, I didn't realize I had the... What? The Rune's doing its thing. Okay. I like the animation of the AoE as well. Way better. Also working on my aim. Wait, where's the flame AoE? Come on. There we go. Inflammare. That's what we like. The camera thing is still really weird though. Alright, so there's a creep over there. More creeps incoming. We like it. Draw them around here. And boom. Almost 2 in 1. It's always interesting. Like, you find the glade when you don't want it. And then when you do, it doesn't spawn. Come on, level 30. That would be great. This little bow still gets pretty hard though. Even though it's like a 1-star, it's still very functional. I do like the casting animation, having like free camera. It's great. Okay. I still really want the aiming of the bows to be a little bit better. It still needs to be led quite a lot, which is a bit annoying. Please give me level 30 bow so I can leave. That would be amazing. Is it a set map? It's a procedurally generated. Like, for the most part, most of the layouts generally kind of follow a similar-ish. But then there's just like randomized additions sometimes. But for the most part, you do kind of get the layouts roughly around the same. Come on, guys. Level 10, I mean, level 30, that would be great. I think I turned the intensification up for visual intensity, yeah. Just gonna boost that just a little bit. I want performance. And then I do want to put on the... I'm gonna put on high for that and that. I'm just gonna see how it goes. Just so it looks a little bit smoother. Come on, level 30. It's this one. I can feel it. God damn it. Where is it? I wonder how much more experience it needs. I do like this one now. Like Mora's hand-packed, it actually operates a lot more effectively. Come on, level 30. I'm not going to sit here all day and level a bow. That's boring. It's just so I can get it done. Run for the soul. Run for the soul. Come towards me. I need you. Level 30 weapon. God damn it. Thank you, level 30. God damn it. Nope. Okay. Level 30. Level 30. Level 30. Damn it. The flame damage is a lot better. Wow, okay. That's really good. This is what packed my understanding of it, was the expectation, I guess, initially when I saw it, but I'm really glad to see it actually be upgraded the way that it has been. Ooh, we've got an powered dagger now. Awesome. Alright. Come here. Tracking, tracking, and boom. Green. And green. Yo, okay, so you need like 2 souls, and that regenerates the entire ability. That's great. Very good. What time are you heading, guys? Up to shopping as well, Bear? Nice try, creep. Jeez, we're already at like level 11. That's crazy. Come on, creeps. Just need one little level. Still level 29, eh? Wow. Be my level 30. Damn it. Okay, that damage is really good. Come on, creeps. I'm just gonna stand at this gateway, just so I can just kill them as they arrive. Be my 30. Be my 30. You want to go early, so I can also get breakfast when you're out? Cafes is somewhat decent. Ah, see, that's always a big plus. If you've got like decent food, you're usually pretty in a good spot. Food is life. Actually went and had a really good breakfast this morning with a whole bunch of friends from the gym that I go to. Off and off, okay. Come on, creeps. I just need this one little level. That's all I'm asking. I'll just just wait for you all to arrive, and then I'll burn you all at the same time. How... Give me level 30. Please. Man, this is taking a while. They must have really increased the experience gains for weapons now. Okay. Going through a bit of a bad sleep patch right now. That's uncomfortable. Do you keep water next to your bed? Water, more water is usually good. I get really dry when I'm sleeping though. It's mostly because of like all the dust and shit that comes through the like the belly area. It's really annoying. I do need to do one little thing though. There we are. I'm getting my ass kicked. I can hear it. Come on, level 30. You've got to be at like level 13. Oh, 16, okay. Night Terrors? Ah, okay, yeah, gotcha. I've always wondered if there's like a way to calm our brain, like when we're trying to sleep. Like, sleep is supposed to be a restful, like, process, not like interrupted and uncomfortable, you know? Our brains can do some really weird stuff to us. Come on. Level 30. Level 30. Damn it. Is the game lying to me? Still can't believe it's taken this long. Crazy. I wonder how much experience points these guys give. Okay. Come on, creeps. Hurry up. I want level 30. Okay, I'm out of potions, so I'm gonna leave. Ciao. At least that's enough experience, I would say. And I'm like really low on coca potions. I have been wasteful. Alright, so how much health do we get back? Get absolutely no health back by being in the Nightfold. This is our sanctuary. I'm surprised that it doesn't let us like heal fully. That's crazy.
My Paragon. My Paragon.
Alright.
Tethrin.
Nope, nope, and nope. Okay, so any new weapons in the shop? Apparently not. So I've got no new weapon slots. Alright. So that's everything in a nutshell. I'm gonna go see Orlick.
Greetings and greetings.
And his creepy baby. Alright, Koga. What do we got here? Okay. ALB, big legged or otherwise, fancy your ass. Tuna game of regatta, absolutely not. Alright, I have a feeling we'll have to go find a note somewhere. So, event, birds. Right, let's go to a 2-star. See if that pulls anything up. Lol. Alright, I've got Boogaloo health. I'm gonna have to go steal some stuff. Hey, bud.
Candles flicker, torches dim. Shadow claims what once was kin.
Alright, we'll go kill these dudes. But get rid of the doggo first. Buenos dias, bitches. Alright, sweet. So there's something with the walls that has changed too. So I haven't really checked them out yet. Hopefully there's some new walls though. Like doors for them. Inflammare. Come on. Explode. Wait. duckies. Hey, bud. The Sodden. What a name for a totem. So we got 4. I love how this blacksmith is just like hanging out, just coldly holding metal with nothing. He's got food, an empty basket, and no forge. He's gonna be there for a long time. He's probably Tubalcane's ancestor Kane, creating the magical weapons of yore.
Back to Cassia, you scoundrels!
Victory stands. Okay. Thistle, we are almost leveled. So... Aha. That's crazy good. Alright, let's go here. Let's see what that produces. I don't know if this is a new area thing or not. Low-level enemies. I feel so strong. Excuse me, where are you running to? That just summoned the Ignemora. That was weird. That's pretty cool though. I'll take your soul if you've got one. Okay, maybe you don't. Take yours though. Absolutely sensational. I do like the arrow flight, but it still feels lead, especially with the starting part of the draw. Like, I don't like the idea of tracking with the arrows, but I feel like it does need a bit of an adjustment. Alright, we've got the big wall here, so let's go have a look and see what's changed. This one's just as is, which is fine. Excuse me, bonk stick lady. Break time server, fellas. See, camera locking. That's a problem, especially for Soul like this. It's really annoying. So I wonder where these bird things are. They're at the tower? Ooh, chest, okay. Can you give me directions to what this new event is for and where to do it? Just there. So I have a feeling that will be shot and then that will open up. So, anyway. Alright, so we've got a weathered sap. We definitely need that. Those trees glow. Alright, so those trees do glow with the sap on them. I wish they had those green markings though, like the rest of the Glades ones did. That would just make sense. Hey look, it's the willow wings. What's going on, friends? Oh, and your stuff. Hey, that's cheating. Alright, we'll take your stuff. That's fine. So apparently there's new runes in the game as well. So might as well jump into Koga. Because that's probably where it's all going to be at. I am going to be a bit cheap, just so I can get some levels done. I am going to throw on Tethering, and see how it performs in Koga. I don't know if there's been any adjustments or changes to it, especially with the Fellest, so let's have a look. Swapsies. I kind of wish this was the primed version thing. I don't know. These ones just seem like a bigger symbol than the actual wild versions. Like, they look cool, but I feel like the original ones... Anyway, that's just me. Morris Pride Everbound. We got a ton more of Rooted. And let's switch all of our virtues. Hopefully they update themselves. There we go. So 33. I'll just put a little bit into grace. I don't know if these are still effective or not as of this update. But we've got a ton of health, which is nice. 710. Okay, so that is level 30. I had a feeling it'd be leveled. God, that took a while. Anyway. Starling, you are now level 30 and you're courage based, 114 damage at max rank. Juniper, you do 110 at max, also courage, even though the achievement shows different. Blitzel, you do 108, so Starling is definitely the best bow. Only by 4 points, unfortunately, but I would like to see it be attuned to at least a 3-star level. It doesn't make sense to have such a powerful bow, or seemingly so, a powerful bow, be like less than a 3-star. Like the Thanon is a 3-star. The Twin Tines were, or the Royal Tines. This greatsword, I feel like all the greatswords, I don't know, they shouldn't really have a star rating. But anyway, this definitely deserves one. 157 damage as a longsword. Kind of looks more like a club to me, but that's alright. It's still one of the stronger one in the games. Or is the strongest, rather. 157, yeah. Okay, so the Durglint. I find that this is actually quite an interesting and fun use of shield. So this one's also an attunement courage, even though the icons don't show that. Paragon, interesting sword. Especially for the great swords, but it's not as nice as this one. So I may actually level purity just so I can just max it out. I'm probably making a grave mistake doing that, but that's what the whole testing ground is for. Come on, little baby. Okay, Etheldred's coming in hard. I should have brought, what's it called? I abandoned nothing. It should be localized towards the boss, being close to them. If you run away from the boss, I think that's when it should be abandonment, not a particular area. Etheldred, where is your health bar? Right, I'm just gonna wait for my burst to regenerate. And I'm gonna just mitigate your bullshit. Wow. Damn it. Right. Can you give me a brand new rune? That'd be great. Okay. No, that doesn't seem to be a new rune from her. Although it is RNG. So, that's one Spider-Man down. Let's go see the Nell Knight and the Bannerad. I love this Purity Sword. It is very good. Koga, Koga, Koga.
So it wants to play.
Sure do. Right, God. Yo, that was close. Excellent. We love great swords. Can I have a new rune? Durglin. That's not a new rune. Oh well. It's a rune. Alright. Let's go to the Nelmite. Maybe we've got to go to the faction to start the event. Maybe we do. Anyway. Hey doggo, what's going on? Alright. Alright, let's take these dudes down first. Yeah! Big boy time! Okay, that was a complete miss. You and your corrupt bollocks. Okay, that's a bit rude. Be gone. Can I have a red ring? Maybe? Nothing. It's a bit rude. I may leave this one to last. I really don't like going up there. It's such a waste not to be able to fast travel to it. Although, I guess you could fast travel first and then make your way down, which I have been doing recently, but it just seems like a massive time waste. The only reason to go up there is just to get that torrent rune for the bows, which is actually very worthwhile getting. But I just feel it would be easier somehow to possibly go through a dungeon that will actually put you up there, and then possibly find another dungeon in that area that actually, like, you know, get something here, travel all the way underground, go up and do this, jump back into, like, the swamp or the tower, and then it will spit you out, like, around there, so you can still continue rotation throughout the map. I think that would be a wise thing to do. Doggo. I don't know how a heavy throw doesn't just smash the crap out of that helmet. But anyway, it must be made of extremely strong metal. Alright, where are these trees? I know that there's more. Webbit sap, that's what I need. Webbit, webbit. Hello. Little planties. Ah, shit. Please don't hurt me. Oh. Oh, come on. How did that not boomerang these dudes? God damn it. Nope. Nope. It's a nope. There we go. At least I can get that. What else have we got? Bronze. Okay. I really don't know if that's worth collecting anymore. Come on, sap tree. There's one over here. I can see it. Yeah. See, if they glow green like that, you can see them from a mile away. They should just adapt that particular effect to every single webbit tree around the map. Just makes sense. Otherwise, you've got to go digging for them, which is okay, but I think this is another one. I just know them by the look. Nope, I was wrong. At least know a couple of the areas to get the webbits at. That's right. It's enough. Drink or die. Dance, magic dance. Are you kidding me? I was doing a heavy hit. Come on. Summon your Cabbage Patch Children of Death. Okay, so my greatsword is not doing anywhere near enough damage to him now. Wow. Okay, so health bar's back. Ah, you fucker. He's a cheeky one. Torch Eternal. Okay. It's another one that's the same. What else do we get? River Pearl, Koga Kratar. Alright. So, it looks like we'll be doing this little man next. Is that another... Wait. We're having a moment with the mushroom. Are you okay, mushroom? Are you okay? Just having a moment. Can I pick you up? Can I double dip? That'd be great. Anyway. Cabbage Patch Kids, I can hear you. Hey, bud. They're so cheeky, and I love it. I live for it. Webbits up. I need more. I refuse to look at a map. As in, like the wikis and stuff. Bunnies everywhere, but not a sap to drink. Ah, here's another one. See, these ones stand out straight away. I want all of the webbit sap trees to look exactly like this. Or at least just have that glowing effect. Alright, we'll go around this way. I'm sure that there's a few more. There's a world tree over there. Oh, shit. As long as the big one doesn't get alerted, I'm happy. Nope. Thank you. I want your stuff. Sneaky little things. I'm walking away. Don't worry. I won't interrupt your sleep. Okay, good. Lovely. Alright. We'll go see Mr. Impity Doodah. Any more trees? Sap anywhere? No? Is anyone selling their wares today in the forest? I keep on coming back to this one. I'm hoping that it just respawns it straight away. It won't. Uh-oh, we've got more kids. Back to roots. That's right, bud. More Cabbage Patch Kids? You're everywhere. I hear you, but I don't see you. Okay. Sweet, there's a break in this wall. That's nice. So where does this one take us? So this Impity Doodah, so there's a break just there. Good to know. And that is just down from this pool area. So just around here. Good to know. I also need Weeping Dress. And I feel like there's mockeries here. No? Okay. Wow, and all those 3 hits, I couldn't even get a block on. What is the point? Okay. Like, no block whatsoever. That's really crap. I guess the timing just needs to be activated a little bit more on our blocking mechanic. Because you can block, it's just in all 3 of those attacks, not a chance. Alright, Impity Doodah. Are you ready for your demise? We've done ya. In. Alright, that's Impity Doodah done. I'm gonna go do there. Nimrod. Mama Spider. I think that's a Glades of Andrin and a Dermac Undercity. So I'll hit all of these and the Wizard. I may not do. Actually, I might do the Mannequin King, I think. The greatswords have been very nice so far. At least the purity. Not really sure how I feel about the Paragon. I haven't actually used it for a little while, so we'll see how we go with it. Maybe I'll use that against the Mannequin King, but it seems a lot slower than this greatsword, which is unfortunate. Skyrim wall scaling. We do love this. Okay, let us invade. Hello. Can I please have your soul? Or yours? I'll take yours. It'll be fine. Thanks. Those be done, y'all. Beach. Hello. Goodbye. Yes, fresh prize. And you're the meat, Lanara. Goodbye. Permaviz. Let's go. There's one. We'll open the door. Just in case we need an escape. Which I highly doubt that we will. Goodbye. Well, I look like I'm winning, so I'll take a lot. Whatever that lot is. This is how a siege should be done. Sneak, sneak, sneak. If I can keep this rune active. Where's that? Oh, it's almost half done. Shit. Oh, look, that. Fresh timer. Right. You, Archer. Yes, yes. Bear with me. I'm just coming your way now, my dear. Yes, fresh prize. Are you dead? Oh shit, you're dead. Wow. Wow. Okay. Oh, can I get up there? Oh shit. Excellent. Thank you. That was very well timed. I'm glad that you gave me your soul. Alright. We time it right. Where's the other archer? Anywho. I'm not gonna waste time. Come on. Climb, little envoy. Climb. Come on. Get up there. Alright, sweet. Subterfuge. Those be done, you bitches. Wake up. Nice. Blood. Awesome. Well, that's how a siege can be done. Sneakily, efficiently, one-man army. Why wouldn't you? Kind of makes me feel like Vin Diesel. But in teeny tiny form. Hey Gray, thanks for the warning. How was the stream? I'll just wait until Helix is here. I had a feeling she would. I'm still trying to figure out the new event though. So, we'll see. What time is it there for you guys? It must be pretty late. I'm going to assume like 3 o'clock in the morning. At least. Alright. I'm gonna steal my little torch again. Eh. Oh man, it doesn't work. Yay, the raid works. Hello Helix, thank you very much. I appreciate you. How are you? Hello everyone, I am SmoothOpurrator. I knew that you'd fire Gray as soon as he's like, hey, there's a raid incoming, just FYI. But thank you very much for the raid, Helix. How are you? Yeah, I'm going good. I'm just doing the, I'm doing Koga, but I haven't found anything to do with the new event yet. I did see the hotfix, sorry, like the patch notes come through, but I haven't bothered to really dive into it to see how, if it's activatable, or if you just go find stuff. Oh, it's not live yet. Oh man, okay, so I'm brand early. Okay, right. Alright, well I guess I can prepare for it then at least. That's good to know. Yeah, I just briefly went through the notes and I was like, okay. I just went and did a Kernhold siege with the Flit Smoke Rune. It was very satisfying. So basically just going through Koga again. Just replenishing everything and just leveling a few items. Purity. Oh, super rare. You're pure white too, so that's a good indicator to know that's a 5-star gold squirrel. Great. I think that's been like that for a while. So that's for magic. So that's called the dart. Have we got longswords in here yet? We have not. Okay. Magique. Where is that little squirrel? It literally is called the dart. Okay. So 6 damage on dodge attacks, 8 stagger on dodge attacks, and pull smite restores 4 grace. Interesting. It is nice to see grace and spirit being mentioned in totem use, but I really hope the update brings a rebalancing to spirit, grace, and like bringing them up to par basically with courage. I am basically just using greatsword with the Tetherin and pretty much maxed everything. So I've already done like the northern area run. So I've just come down to Kernhold. I'm going to go these two. I'm going to go to the Spider-Mum, the one that you graciously shared with me. But also the, I think this is a Glades of Antrim. And then I'm pretty sure around this area somewhere there is a a Dermak entry as well. So I'm going to go swing down to Nimrod after, and then I'm going to like swing up this way, come down to the Wazid, and then I'll probably finish up with the King, for Koga at least. Welcome whoever stayed. Good time of day on boats. Indeed, it's Stephen TM. How are you? Trademark. I like it. I assume that that's how it's supposed to be. This guy's very cool. Which guy's very cool? The Stephen trademark. I bet they are. But you're really cool too, Greg. But what's even cooler is the envoys. It's really nice to see a lot more envoys in the game too. I love this greatsword. It's one of my favorites. And the stability on Tethrin has been extremely good. Hey, we've got a little bit of a mini battle royale party. Let's just let the mockeries do the work. I don't know, I got an ominous message. Check Warframe. Oh, what do you mean ominous? Why have we got ominous messages in Warframe? I'd like to know. I love how savage these dudes are. The mockeries, especially these ones. Like, they're taking down a level 46 Sinecure. That's pretty crazy. Alright. I'm not gonna weak out on this. I am gonna use Tethrin. These guys are super strong. But also being armored, I would assume any sort of attack, blunt-wise, will do a little bit more damage to these guys. No. I really like their spin attacks in Mirage as well. Like, they're very cool. And the axes they have, very nice. He's using the facade. So I would like to see, if we can, potentially, axes and clubs. That would be amazing. But the greatswords are phenomenal. I kind of wish, though, that our tip of the greatsword struck first, rather than kind of like halfway through. But anyway, it's just things I've been noticing with the greatsword. They are really good. Purity's amazing. The Paragon sword, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really loving it. Not in a bad way. I just feel like it just needs to be tweaked. That's all it is. I do feel overall it's a good greatsword. I think it's fantastic, to be honest. But the amount of damage that this particular unique does in comparison to the purity, and granted though too, there are the 3 attunements, so you do have to kind of balance it in a way. I still find it very interesting. I don't know if there's any more new great swords, runes just yet. I think I found them all. Also chat, just to let you know, I was very lucky and I was able to obtain the Torrent rune. It's insane. This guy, the Flit Smoke, incredible. I will show you this, the Hollowing. Be very careful using this. It's been quite popular throughout the socials that I put up recently, and I'll show you why. It's super hella fun, really fun, but there's a problemo. Ooh, that's a nice transition between the totem use. Oh, that's amazing. Thank you, DE. That is so nice to see that. Someone told me to check my Warframe. Ooh, okay. I should go check my Warframe too. It's almost time for their update, December 10. I'm very excited. It will be coming out the day after for me though, so the 11th, unfortunately. But I'll probably stay up and, you know, be up on like some ungodly hour going through the old piece update, which is pretty cool. Hi, Jacta. Hello. How are you? Good to see you. The greatsword? Yeah. Well, I will show you the greatsword, but I also want to give you guys a bit of a warning using the Hollowing rune. You can obtain it from the Wazid of the Wastes. It's very dangerous though against bosses, and I'm going to show you why. It's one of the things that I've been really excited about for like the last 24, 48 hours. It's very cool. It does prime enemies, so I'll show you guys how it works. It's very fun. I love it. It's amazing. Great against mobs, but extremely dangerous for bosses. So I do want to test it to see how it operates now. Come on, give me a soul. Stop being stingy. Oh, it's been fixed. I'm very much of the mindset. It may say it's fixed, but I'm not trusting it until I see it. So that's why I wanted to test it now. Alright, so there we go. There's 1, 2, 3. So is it... Alright, so that's good to see. So that's the key. Let's see if you've got anything. Can I have your soul? Or no? Interesting. So it won't let you recharge after you've pulled the rune? Or like you've done a pull smite? Or is that just... Let's go try that again. This is the purposes of testing. Because it's fixed, I'm happy. I would really love not to lose agaric mushrooms or a potential rune drop because of this rune. It's phenomenal though. I absolutely love it. Hey, there's a red deer. Come back. I know you're a 5-star because you're pure albino. Bear with me, chat. I will be with you uno momento. Excellent. The headlong, and that one's for... That doesn't look like a halberd. Are we potentially getting halberds in the game? That'd be really nice. Halloween was fixed in today's hotfix. Okay, interesting. Like I said, I didn't really go off the patch notes too quickly. I was too excited when I saw the hotfix come through, so I was like, hell yeah. So that's good to know. So I'm going to prime these guys. I just want to test it and just double check, that's all. Alright, so I can pull another soul. That's good. Get out of the way, you're already primed. And I love this rune. Like, it's very cool. That's my favorite. And good. There is lots of goodies left over after the annihilation. Okay. Now that I've seen it, I'm extremely pleased. I'm going to continue using the hollowing rune now. Amazing. I've been distracting myself by playing Fallout 76. Interesting. Fallout 76. Oh, like that's the Fallout series. Nice. I actually haven't played it, to be honest. But I'm like too consumed with Soulframe, clearly. I am going through and maximizing a whole bunch of stuff. Basically tuning everything roughly over to courage. Even though I don't really want to lean into courage as much as what we kind of need to at the moment. I basically am. So if there's a weapon that you guys want me to like showcase for you, I'm more than happy to. That's amazing. Like the fact that you can switch between setups. Oh, that's so good. That makes me so happy. Oh my lord. QOL for the win. Narash. This is one of the ones that I wanted to actually go through and have a play with as well. This mechanic of like the attack is actually quite good. I haven't actually used it for a while. Okay. We got some extra magical goodies. I think, is that the deer that I caught before? Come back. Do you want to be my friend? Clearly not. Okay. I'm gonna dare myself here. And I'm gonna go up against Dimrod with the Narash. You got to level 43, Doctor, on 76, and also the content has been honestly great. That's really good to hear. Nice. I'm playing because A, I haven't played it for 3 years. Oh, fair enough. B, just playing a secondary game when Warframe Auto drops. That's fair. It is nice to be able to kind of switch between different titles. But my choice of flavor at the moment, obviously, is Soulframe. I love this game. It's amazing. Oh, look. A little Paragon decided to join us. I love the little blue one from the Siren Pact. It's very cute. I love the fact that it sits on your shoulder but when you start running away, it's like, oh, fine, okay. Wish me luck against Dimrod. If there's a weapon that you guys do want to see, I can use any of the weapons, so I'm happy to. You can choose the totems in the setup if you wish. I'm too close to Dimrod now. Alright, I think we're locked in. Do we have... Cloud Quell. Should I use Cloud Quell or no? That is the question. I should learn how to put a poll together so you guys can be like, yes, no, maybe. I have a friend from Warframe carrying me in Fallout 6, but not too much of a carry. Oh, I mean, that's what gaming's about, really. You know, it's helping each other get better at functionality of the game. Alright, let me concentrate on this. I will be back with you shortly. Let's go get some poke damage happening. I already lost one hit, unfortunately. Alright, Archer. Thank God we don't have fat rolling in the game yet. Or, actually, I shouldn't say yet at all. It's just good that we don't have fat rolling in the game at all. Nimrod, excuse me, is extremely strong. Especially at the later stages of Kogar. It's actually really fun. But I really like the saw action of this particular blade. I wish we had a little bit more of a spin and dance style like the Mockeries do though. That'd be really nice. Although that could be coming with the combat parts though too. Which would be actually really nice. Alright, aerial assault. No thank you. Hello friend. Can I have your soul, please? Okay, so our health has been buffed in Koga. Or like the damage that we take, has that been balanced out? It must have been. Alright. Hey big boy, look what I've got. Sunshine in a bottle. It's like dancing on air. I don't know how much damage you just took either. But I'm interested. I do like the fact that he's slow, but he can hit like a truck, especially with these two moves here. I wish we could get that jab with the Ducolic, or at least the, and this spinning move is really nice too. I really like watching his moveset. Like that poke is good, that's good, and that's good, and that's good. That's a really good follow through. What else have you got for me? Nope. Come on. Let's go internally. Let's pull an Elden Ring. See, that back jab is good, and that spin around like that, amazing. And that too. I like that entire moveset that he has. Penance paid, Dimrod. Can I also please your armor? I would love to be able to make that farmable. Super rare rune. Maybe. But overall, I really like the Dimrod's moveset. It's really, really good. Alright. I think I've got to go find the... I have a feeling it's this way. Or maybe it's this area. Or is this one of the cemeteries? I can't quite remember. But I do know maybe it's there. I know that the Dermak is there. I know that there's another Neathan's entrance here. I'll just swing through here. But I know that there's a Dermak and a Blades of Enderin that I need to go visit. We'll take on the doggo and see how we go. I will probably switch away from Narash though. But I do like playing multiple different weapons. So I do need to level you. I am really enjoying Bog and Myrtle and the Iron Umber. These are really, really nice. Like the flame runes, super good, especially with the armor reduction. Damage nearby enemies totem is very good. perfect throws additional smite chance, even better. Defense against dagger, I think makes sense, especially with a sword and board. Parry's removing armor is also quite a good one. So there's some really nice new runes coming through. So stagger on sprint attacks is really quite nice as well. I haven't really played around with too many of them. Increase perfect dodge window. Wash? Okay. Let's play with that then. The Taj. Interesting. So what else have we got? 8 damage on dodge attacks. Okay. I still definitely prefer the attack speed. Kick staggers increase charge rate of heavy attack. Okay. Increase life return on regain hits. Ah, that's cool. Okay, so that's maxed out, so that's good. Have you guys got any sort of setups that you really enjoy? Plus 28 to smited enemies. Interesting. Heavy attacks. Bypass 12 armor. Interesting again. I like this though. 28 damage to smited enemies. I do like the armor reduction, but I want to try this. Wait. So 43 damage to smitten enemies. Or smote. I say smitten. Alright. That seems pretty cool. Let's put a attack speed on this and see how this goes. Cool. Very nice. Although my armor is extremely lacking. But we are in Koga as well. I just want to double check. Nope. No points to spend. No points to spend. No points to spend. Okay. Coblad. I'm going to chuck on the Estelle. You guys know how much I love this weapon. It's super fun. And now that this hollowing is fixed, thank God. Even more fun with just priming everything and just ultimate destruction. So I think in preparation for the... What is the event called? The Tide event? New Tide? I'm very excited for it. Even more stuff. Even more new toys. Even more adventure. I'm very keen to see what drops with the new event. Very excited. Hello, friends. I love the shield throw too. It's very strong. It can actually knock the Dimrod on his butt too. It's really nice. I mean, for most, it actually works extremely well. Okay, that's good. The movability with sword and board is really nice as well. I really would like to see more sword and board, so like club and board, hammers, but the way that this guy's moveset works for greatswords would be awesome if it translates over to our greatswords as well. Even like the dash as well. But how fast he can do this, that works really nicely on a greatsword. Like his moveset's really nice. Even just that move there. Amazing. I'm not very good at parrying though. Never have been. But practice makes perfect, right? But even blocking his attacks though, even when you do press block, it doesn't connect properly. So it is quite difficult to block this attack. Unless timed correctly. So it's taken me a little while. I personally don't really use a lot of the parrying mechanics just yet. So I am trying to work on the timing base of it. But overall, They do work really nicely. I should actually see if I can get more pulse mines happening so I can activate the Jurglin rune as well. But I do prefer the flame runes, just for the flame damage. They're really good. And the throws work really well against these guys. If you want to basically one-shot the Impid, the price-bound Impid, just use the sword and shield. And just throw your shield at his head. It basically will annihilate him in one shot, which is fun. Alright, so these are the Glades of Andren. So, that's here. I know that there's a Dermak Undercity somewhere. But we'll go up through these glades, get the boss in here, go to the Siege now, Spider-Man, and then we'll go down to the Wizard of the Wastes, and then we'll finalize everything with the Mendicant King. And hopefully, there's a Vedagar Stag there, so we can complete the Battle Royale in Koga. You guys know how much I love setting up a Battle Royale. I have a feeling we may probably get the Imp, I would say, in this tile set, but we'll see. Hey, bud. Also, I have thought about it as a suggestion. This particular Storm Shield, kind of being added to the O Tempest, or at least like the Lightning Bolt that the Cynic would call, I think would make a lot more sense than the Rolling Ball of Fire. That could be really nice to be on Endemora. I would hope. But I still think this shield makes sense on the Tempest Pact. Very cool. Or even like a little Cyclone that we can like just use on the one. So like you could still use your first ability on O Tempest as a cast. Actually, I will actually just whip that on, because I am really enjoying that. Especially with the short torts. I know I keep on flicking around, but there's so much to play with. So good. Right, O Tempest. Where are we? And then I'll probably switch over to Mora's Hand as the final pack to use. Lightning Strike, very fun. Gravitate, super fun. Love this. I keep it very basic on this patch though. Always use Sympathy and Voided, that's just my choice. And a Kin, so without fail, I will always put these on, especially for Sympathy. Regaining life on Pulse Smite, you cannot go wrong with that. I think I do love this little guy. He's super cute. But let's use the Ashelda. He's super cute too. It's really hard to pick them though. I do love the Paragon. I do love its little trill. All of these guys from the Paragon pack have been done exceptionally well. I love these little dudes. Grey Fox, I need 1 million scrap metal. Is there a quick way to farm it? Yes. Dermak tile sets. Even in the glades too though. Just farm. You don't, like, I would recommend still doing the faction tales, but if you're looking for materials, go check out all the Neathans, the Dermak Undercity especially, for the weapon racks, and the Blades of Andren. All three of those areas will drop a good amount. So, your weapon racks basically will have either brass, steel, and a struggle hug from a Mockery. We don't like you. But I love the Sinsilk now. It's so good. I would definitely be doing all 3 tile sets, no matter what they are, because you will get like iron, brass, steel. See, I've just got an iron and scrap steel. So you get quite a good amount. So the drop tables have been, I would say, healthily increased, that you will not have a lack of iron, steel, and brass. It's a lot better than what it used to be too, so... Oh, you're in the Undercity? Yeah, Undercity tile set. Has it seen me? Oh god, okay, it has. Damn it, I really wanted a screenshot of that. It was like literally just like hanging out doing nothing. That was awesome. Also, these guys do not like Thawtide or arcanic damage. So the Odiak, as an example, and the Estelle, Willen Staff, Erstrud Staff, and the Elder Staff is more arcanic damage. So basically magic, which I love. But the Odiak, holy smokes, that smashes enemies. It's a very strong elemental damage type. Oh sweet, we got a puzzle. Alright, buttons time. Let my brain remember. So there's one there. Easier if you've got a bow. There's another one there on the wall. And I believe the third one is just over here. I love these puzzles. Keep them coming. Open sesame. There we go. Once you see that pillar up the top, open, it will open the tile set of this dungeon. A little puzzle rather. Do we get the Orangol's Fang? Drax and Sapling, and I like Elixir. Okay, they are good. We do like them. I am hoping that we get the Imp in this tile set. Wherever you are, I do like hunting. Oh, I spy with my little eye something that starts with Imp. I love this boss, and a good showcase of the sword and board. So if you just force aim with your block button, actually that is something I did want to mention. Block, I feel like it would be better if it said block / aim sights, or aim sight / block, or guard. I think that would just make it a little bit easier for people to find what it actually does. And this is also basically proving, though, you can do a lot of damage with a sword and board without the use of tethering. He can completely erase your shield from... Oh, Tempest pretty quickly. But, in a nutshell, that's without a maxed sword and board either. You can take this dude on and actually waste him pretty easily with a sword and board. I'm pretty confident the shields do blunt damage, which these guys are very weak to, especially the armored mockeries as well. Alright. I think what I'm going to do is run back to the entrance rather than doing the exit, because I don't necessarily want to transport myself away from the path that we've been following. So where I entered is where I exit, hopefully, and then we'll continue forward with the Spider-Man, Sichnal. I'm not really sure how to pronounce her name. Or Seknal? I'm not really sure. Grey Fox, what about Cephaline? I only have 8 and I don't remember where I got it. Cephaline, I'm pretty sure that's more of, say, like a corrupted material from memory. So I would probably say general farming will basically give you Cephaline. I would rotate between the Dermak Undercity, the Glades area, because that does have corrupt enemies within here as well. But also the prawns, or the shrimp rather. Everyone else calls them shrimp. I think of them as prawns because they do look like a prawn. But I would definitely be farming those tile sets. And the Nethans. Nethans at the moment doesn't have as much of like the base foundational materials that you're looking for, but the Glades of Andurin and the Dermak Undercity absolutely do. So I'll show you 2 locations that you can relatively safely farm at like a lower level. It's not going to really help with like leveling your gear as much, but it will give you the materials that you need to craft. Sinist, when did you start playing Soulframe? I started playing around Preludes 8, and then that's actually when I started streaming Soulframe. It was kind of an excuse, and it came at a really good time. I was lucky enough to be watching a stream, and the person who was streaming Soulframe had a code, and we just started talking Soulframe. And I spent the whole like stream with them, and we had a really good chat. And by the end of it, they said, "Yo, do you want a code?" I said, "Sure." So I ended up being able to get a code from this streamer. I'm not too sure if they streamed recently, but yeah, Preludes 8 is when I started. They look closer to a prawn anyway. Oh, you mean the, yeah, the corrupted shrimpies, indeed. The reason why I popped into that tile set and then came out the exact same way is because I don't want to spit me out back up at here, because I've already done the rotation of these bosses, minus this particular one up here, who is phenomenally well equipped. If you get the right RNG trap chance, you will get the Torrent Rune. It's fun. I'll showcase it now. With this Starling, I love this bow. It looks beautiful. And I do love the design of it. The fact that it looks like a, kind of like a blade as well. Very cool. But this rune is just sensational. It's crazy good. To give you guys a breakdown of the build, Arrow Hail reducing enemy armor, I find is very effective. You can switch that to the Arrow Hail, slowing enemies. I don't know if it's been fixed yet, but we'll have a look, and we'll know in a moment. I do generally keep squirrels on the utility slots, pretty much for all of my builds. The more smite chance that you've got, the better, in my opinion. So, additional 1 in 13 chance of smite is very good, for the very reason that if you're in Koga, as an example, you've run out of elixirs, and you've got sympathy fully maxed out, you regain life on full smite every single time. If you get damaged while that's regenerating, it will pull even more health to make sure that it fills you right back up. So this is my, oh no, I'm in trouble, I've got no healing. If I'm not using a shelter, if I don't have time to cast Elder Bloom, then I can just pull a soul, and then I'm instantly healed. Same thing with Garen Rood. I do want to touch base on that. The Garen Rood Pact is cool, but the Behest and the Stampede work very well. Torment, though, I'm not super in love with it. The only reason why I say that is because, from my understanding at the moment, it pulls its damage from not just your envoy's health pool, but the level of health of the enemy that you're up against. I can showcase that, actually. I might as well. I am a little bit like, I do love Garen Rood, and I want to love it more. But as it currently stands with Torment, it may just be being fleshed out, which I understand that. But I really enjoyed the heal that it had previously. It was very good. But as far as the Stampede, hell yeah. See ya. Amazing. What a rework. It's incredible. Behest, amazing. Very cool. Health pool wise, maybe that's been adjusted though, because I haven't actually used it, so that's actually good to see that. So let's test that a little bit further without dying. I do see that the Cobra has been fixed. Which is fair enough. In all honesty, I did take advantage of the Koga not pushing you out once you'd been downed, so that's fair. I won my code in March and bought a PC afterwards. Nice. Garen Rood's my favorite. Not sure. I like the new Stampede and Torment though. The new Stampede, I do enjoy. I don't think it's necessarily a bad shift. I think it's a very good one. I love how I've just respawned at a soul gate, but I still got knocked out of Koga. Serves me right there. Alright, round 2. Num num num. Oh wait. What? Oh, that's that's just a replicant potion on the ground. Okay, got it. Alright, let's go see Sech now. I do want to test out and show you guys the healing for Garenrud. So, luckily there's some enemies over here that I can probably coerce to beat me up at least a little bit and hopefully not die. That's a shame though, because I'm assuming I lose all the levels. Yeah, okay, we do. Damn it. Oh well. So, Stampede in its own is very good. To give a breakdown of how the Garenrud Pact has been shifted is I would probably focus on a few different things with Garen. This is the way that I build it. Heal hard. I'm not too sure how effective or what this actually does. Heal while your rune recharges to speed up recharge time, which is nice. So I'm assuming what they mean by rune is the runes of your abilities down the bottom right hand corner. So I would probably say that. If it said virtues, I would understand because I've got red, blue, green, but there are virtues. So the virtue ability maybe instead of rune, I do understand that. But when I think runes, I think of what is applied to a weapon. I think this does work well. Righteous, regaining arcanic power to cast Behest more quickly. Absolutely love that. Akin, voided, sympathy. I know it seems weird having that on a pact that can heal, but again, it is a safety card at the moment because I don't fully trust the way that this heal has been shifted. Maybe worked on again. What you can do though, to increase more of say like your duration of spirit, I don't have exact I guess set up on how this pact operates. You can probably even just reduce your spirit and put more courage as a safety net basically. Range I don't really feel is as effective, especially with grace at the moment. Keeping in mind you do have different totems as well to utilize for the pact, so you can boost your attack plus 10 and your spirit. I had no idea. I did not check these totems. Sorry, these medallions until now. So we get plus 10 damage and then plus 2 courage. That's amazing. So if we use the Koga Grod, for example, that will give me a few more points in spirit. Granted, it's always good to like jump out, jump back in, and then you'll see those 2 points reflected from whatever setup that you do. I haven't really been using these yet because I'm a little bit mindful of it. So I wanted a little bit more duration, but I have more attack damage, which is great. So let's go play with Garenrud, and we'll see how we go. I like it when it's spread out and huge. The cluster just feels like a big explosion. That's fair, Sinist, on the Garenrud Pact. I can understand where you're coming from, but I think having more of, say, like a compacted focus damage, I think works really nicely. To me, that feels like that's more of a Stampede. I do like the spread out effect, but I think for the consistency of the damage output of the Stampede, I can understand that change with Garenrud. Maybe just a little bit more like widened and just slightly off-centered or like diagonally cast, so it kind of starts and then kind of shifts like in a zigzag line. I think that could kind of work. Really, really good. It doesn't last as long. The old Stampede went on forever. That's true, but also I guess it's kind of figuring out what are the balancing acts of the damage output that the keyboards are doing, but then how long do you really want like an ability to last for? Because I mean, if the Stampede just goes forever, that means that you're just basically compounding damage over time, and it just keeps going. I feel like if you were able to cast an ability that overshadows another player's damage output, which I have showcased in the past, especially with say like Tetherin and the Fellas Pact, I can kind of detract a little bit more from like the playability and I guess like the synergy of players being able to have a bit of fun, you know? but I definitely see where your point comes from. I have zero idea what the first passive does. Rune Recharge. That would be your first ability. So, like, if I cast my first red ability on an enemy, and then it's recharging, I think that's where the healing comes back through, and it recharges your ability faster. But what's going to recharge it even faster is just like a bull smite. So if it's a red glow on a smite enemy or a smote enemy, you can just pull the soul out, and it should help regenerate it. Koga Talisman scale, with Koga level also. They get stronger. Interesting though, because I don't remember exactly what level I just got up to in Koga. I think it was like roughly like 50 something, I think, which is a shame because I actually got my ass beat and I lost all the levels. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be taking on a very high level Mendicant King, which is unfortunate, but that was also my fault for being a little bit cocky on showcasing a little bit more of the damage output. But it's good to see it though. Like, we're not infallible by any means, which is what I like. Abilities aren't runes though. Runes are on weapons or smites. Indeed, yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like, the fact that it says rune, it made me confused for a second. I thought, hang on, I think they're talking about like the actual abilities down the bottom. So even if it said like virtue ability, I would make sense of that. I'd think, oh, okay, like these are my virtue abilities. Like I've got Spirit Grace and Courage. Absolutely think that would be a nice little change reflected in that pack description for sure. I definitely like the UI change. Or like the mechanic of this particular AoE. It's much nicer. It looks great. I love this. Wait, did that spider just produce a soul? It's stuck in the ground. Nuts. Oh well, that's alright. I will use Garen for a little bit longer, but I have a much better idea in mind, which is one of my favorite packs now. It has had a very good glow up, and I love it now. Even more. My sense of direction seems to have escaped me. Alright, so we're going to go up through here, and through there. I love these tile sets. Like, the fact that these track where your envoy is, and they light up, it's entertainment for days for me. I'm a giant child. I am aware of it. But I absolutely love this tile set. Like, it's my favorite in the game. I really hope that we get to see some expansion on it. Alright, so we got baby spiders, Maniki Bow. You can smite spiders and first apricots now. No way. Really? No way. I would have thought that cursed apricots wouldn't have a soul though. No way, you can. That's amazing. Excellent. Well, such now the orb weaving spider mother doesn't really stand a chance now. I do just want to turn the music up just slightly. I do love this music. It's amazing. Alright, Cabbage Patch Kids. You know what's really great? Beating them up with Garen Root's headbutt. I love these little dudes. They're my favorite. And the headbutt on Garen Root works pretty good. Back to roots. Indeed. I think, yeah, there's a purple button just up there. Let's see if we can get it through this tree root. Ah, nuts. It blocks it. That's right. I mean, if I took Romia's, I could probably rump up my way up there. Which is more than viable. But, let's see if I can jump up here. There we go. I love the floaty jump. It's great. Alright, we gotta go take on the boss mom, and I'm really hoping that she's in here. This looks like the main arena. I love these little dudes. They're amazing. Little creep. I can't believe that we can soul mode. Like, that's crazy. We can pull their soul out. That's dope. And they explode, because we can now use the hollow rings safely. I love the jumping mushrooms too. Mate, this is gonna be an absolute amazing battle with Siege now. Basically being able to smite enemies, super important for brain balance. Indeed, yeah. I think I really enjoy the fact that once you prime this room, it will work like very well. Like the fact that you can prime them and maintain that damage output eventually is very cool at the very end. Okay. So she's called the Widower. She is also extremely dangerous. So that's how much health I can get back from a boss. I literally just used Torment, and the amount of health that we got back is not very much at all, unfortunately. So as far as the pact goes, it is good, but it's not effective against a boss. Where if I can pull a Soul Smite, or Pull Smite, I should be able to pull health back. But I can't remember if I actually got Sympathy active fully on this room. Cowardice. I'm all in. Kind of. My lord. Please save me. Okay, maybe not. I'm just gonna roll. I would kind of hope, though, instead of moving out of the area, the further away that we get from the boss, I feel like would work better. For leaving the event, basically. So as far as the Garen Rude Pack goes, with its healing, it's really not that good, unfortunately. It's a real shame, because it does make you increase your health pool extremely largely, but then latching that onto an enemy, I feel like could be adjusted, especially against a boss. Maybe doing slightly less health damage output to them, but at least giving our envoy a little bit more viable health return, I would say. But interestingly enough, though, even though I do have Sympathy active on this pact, when I did that Pull Smite, it didn't heal me at all. So it could be something that could be adjusted with Garen Rude. Overall, though, like, cool pact, but I still feel that Torment still needs a little bit of a, I guess, like an adjustment. So, in that reference, I'm going to bring out Laura's Hand. Why? Because fire is fun. And this pact is extremely fun. I really enjoy Smolder. The fact that it actually ignites enemies quite quickly now, phenomenal. So, I will bring that one. I certainly am enjoying Greatswords with this one as well. More so Purity as well. So I do want to kind of adjust a little bit of our points, just so we've got some flexibility, at least. I may bring Starling. So I think that will be beneficial for a couple of reasons. More so for the slowing on enemies. So I do have one more Koga potion. So hopefully I don't get downed. Let's get drunk on Koga. It used to do full health. Why did they nerf it? It's also used to heal allies. I wouldn't necessarily like say nerf just yet. I mean, it's just being rebalanced at the moment. Like, I don't... Anything that does get changed within Soulframe is all, like, to be as in, like, to be advised, but just adjusting it over time. So, the fact that Soulframe is a Preludes alpha style, it does not mean anything that's in the game is going to stay that way. It's just changes that are being adapted and played with. And essentially, you need to garner data from that. The feedback from the player base is really, really good. There's a lot of chat happening all the time within the Discord. But there's generally a lot of really good feedback on what's working, what's not really working, what potential do we have to add something into the game. Things of that nature are always very good. So the fact that the game is open in the way that it is to Prelude series at the moment, I think is a very good open testing ground for players to be able to play and see what they would like to see within the game. And I think about it like clay. It's very moldable at the moment. So I think I don't take anything as a permanence or being permanent. It will eventually be what it will be. No. So once the boss takes you down... Oh no. Where's your mom? I need her. I think they disappear. So I may have to regenerate the tile set, but that's okay. I can definitely do that. So I'm gonna go do that now. Unless I don't see her anywhere? No. I'll have to go regenerate the tile set to do this. Because I really want to take this boss mom down. But unfortunately I've lost all the levels that we did have previously. So, but it's good, like, it's nice to see the Koga working as intended. And I think being a little bit cheeky, taking advantage of the way that Koga wasn't necessarily working as not intended is good, because then it actually makes you think on your feet a lot more now, which is really nice. So I did get a little bit comfortable with the previous state of Koga. So good to see that balanced out the way that it is. I haven't tried the new Mora's Hand. Been busy leveling my wilds. Nice. Yeah, the wild packs are very, very good. I originally started as a Oshelda user, and I still maintain that it's probably one of the most well-rounded, effective packs in the game. And I'm really pleased that I picked that as my original starter foundation, basically. It's a very good pack. The flock is amazing, the heals are amazing from Elder Bloom, and the stone is exceptionally good. Swipe, thank you very much for the follow. It's very lovely. How are you? Are you enjoying your Soulframe Preludes journey? Thank you very much for your soul. I appreciate you. Alright. I'm going to see if I can regenerate this tile set for Such gnarl. Your starter was Ode Tempest? That was a starter kit? Was that previous? Like, what Preludes did you start in? Keep up the amazing content. Aw, thanks, Swipe. That's awesome. You're very welcome. Yeah, I put up something about the Hollowing Rune. I think it was just like yesterday or the day before. Just giving people a bit of a heads up with using the Hollowing. Essentially, it was just wiping items from enemies. But we've just gone and had a bit of a play, and it actually does what it's intended to now, which is nice. And the fact that we have souls within the corrupted enemies and these spiders is quite nice. Looking for Spider's Thread. This tile set is very good for that. Another very good benefit to this rune is that it makes enemies explode. If you hit them and prime them while the rune's active, I would say, in thinking terms of, say, like Warframe, think about Nova's fusion ability. The fact that she can prime enemies and then basically chain react, click, click, boom, all the enemies die. That's essentially what the Hollowing Rune does. It is very good. So it can be adapted to your ODF gauntlets, your Earthstreet Staff, Willen, and the Estelle. It's a very, very fun rune to use. So I'm really glad to see it be hotfixed to not delete the mushrooms, the Garrick mushrooms from bosses. Where is this button? There it is. B7 starters were Ode Tempest and Fae. Oh, no way. Fae packed Whisperstone, Birdflock, and the Siren Glamour. Interesting, okay. They split the Fae pact into a Shelter and Siren, and made Tetherin also for the third that we have today. Well, there's a little bit of history in Soulframe so far, that's nice. I would actually like to see... That is actually something I've been thinking of. With that Glamour ability on Siren, I do like the Butterfly, but I also really like the Flitsmoke Rune. I would love to see Flitsmoke Rune be the third ability of Siren. Like the ability to go invisible, backstab, and just run around in like a shadow form would be amazing. I do like the Butterfly thing, but I still feel like I would prefer the Flitsmoke ability and the way that it does what it does be adapted onto the Glamour ability of Siren Pact. Although I do like Siren, it's probably one of my less used packs, in all honesty. But I really do like Hand of Mora now. It's really good. It feels a lot better. The flame damage output is awesome, especially against these guys. And I also need my giant volleyball back. My medicine ball, if you will. It's leg day today on Soulframe. I love this design of this giant water drop though. It's really, really nice. Like Like, this sort of tile set to me is just very immersive. I love it. The music, the design, like the lighting, everything. It's so well done. You're gonna have to go. Have a great weekend. Give me a follow at Admin Game. Sinist. Glad I discovered your stream. You're very welcome. Great to meet you, Sinist, as well. I'll actually just do that now. If it doesn't go through... Oh, Sarah Loves Archery's on. Nice. Is it just Sinist, as in just, like, the same? If it doesn't go through, I do have the IGN there as well. Where? Helix says no. Okay. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, it would be extremely late, I would say. For everyone. In the rest of the world. Yeah. No, I saw it on. I'm not gonna raid or anything. I know it's like 2:04 p.m. here, so it's gonna be extremely different time for everyone. It's definitely bedtime for a lot of people, I'm sure. There she is, my favorite girl. There is a little bit of a cheesy thing that I like doing, is bringing her over here, and then just dropping the first ability. Okay. Unfortunately, we can no longer move through Koga. That's a shame. Actually, I might have one crafted by now. Oh, nice. We've got some voice lines from the Empress. That's dope. Huh. Very cool. What level have I got here? So that's level 30. I'm going to switch over to these bad boys. And the O Tempest. Very fun setup. And then I may go all melee for this one. Actually, I could use the thrice burns. I may actually do that, because I get a little bit more physical and magical armor. I don't believe that there's another Flyblade rune moment. But we'll see. Hopefully I've got a Koga.
The envoy. It brings us a nibble? Then tell it we are busy.
No, I do not. Unfortunate.
Bye-bye.
Although we can still take a run. No need to tether myself to her. She can just do it for me. Okay, lady. maybe there's another little enemy around I could steal their soul. Maybe reheal. That would be handy. But she can dish it out, that's for sure. And she's got an aim on her too. Wow. Okay. Can I please have a soul? Just one. That would be great. Thank you. That's great. Oh, wow, she even followed me. She's sneaky. That is so nice to see these souls appear. That makes this fight a lot more manageable. Somehow, wait, am I invisible? Ah, that's why. Wait, let's smoke. Ah, that's right. It is applied on the Royal Times. So, it does work very well. I really enjoy that work. But I also really enjoy the Ode Tempest for that reason. It makes you a lot more mobile. So, granted, I think a lot of people really enjoyed the invulnerability of that particular setup of the original Ode Tempest. But I still think it's a very valuable change that I think makes a lot more builds more accessible, like between the Royal Times, as an example. The Ursula, the Rib 2 short blades. There's lots of different maneuverabilities that we can actually create now, which is really nice to see a lot more diversification, especially with the rotation of weapons that we have at present. So it'll be nice to see what other new weapons, apart from the greatswords, will come through. Unfortunate that we didn't get the Koga version of that Spider-Mum, but that's alright. Now I've learned my lesson with the the adjustment of Koga operating as intended. So once again, I'm just going to back out of the tile set and then keep moving forward with the run. So we'll go through the Wazard of the Wastes. And then we'll finalize the run with the Mendicant King. Alright, so where are we at the moment? So just in the meetings, straight down to the Wazard. I also really appreciate the souls being like levitated out of the body instead of being stuck on the body. It gives it a lot more flexibility, I would say. I think for the last two bosses though, what I'm going to do is not use the Flip Smoke Rune. It doesn't really seem fair. Although it is a very good rune, I still feel it is a little bit unfair. So I think I'm gonna go use the Wilder Shelter because we did talk about that one before. So this is the main setup I do have. I do have pretty much all of the nodes almost maxed out, bar a few. But that is due to the fact that the Wild Oshelda stacks its points from the original Oshelda as well, which is actually really nice. So it's really nice to see that. So I'm very excited to see, say, like the Prime versions or the Wild versions of Mora's Hand, Ode Tempest, Garen Rude, Orangul, and the Bromius. I think that'll be really nice. Weapon-wise, pretty much can use mostly anything. The sword and boards are really quite good. Bows benefit quite well from a shoulder, funny enough. Casting weapons, obviously they're really fun. So I think, since we're fighting the Wizard, I'm going to use the Earthroot Staff. I do have the Hollowing Rune on, so I'm very excited to utilize this. Although, if it's just one boss, and there's enemies around, I believe the Arcstorm Rune will be far more beneficial. Especially for the voltaic damage output. But I will maintain using the Thrice Burns with the weapon charge rating and the plus damage and the Hurlwind, which will give me even more voltaic damage output as well, so that'll be really nice. Again, I use the additional 1 in 20 chance of smite. It just works very well. Reduction of armor I find is quite useful. The attack speed, yes, is also useful, but the orbiting flyblade slowing enemy movement for 8 seconds is also extremely good. I would stipulate though, if you are going to use your weapons, at least have some sort of armor reduction somewhere, either on your secondary or your primary focus of your build. It just benefits you, especially on the magic weapons. So I would say focus your attack speed on that. You do kind of have to balance out sacrifice where you need to. So slowing enemy movement is good, but for this process, I think what I'm going to do is just do the armor removal over what I was going to use it before. So the slowing on enemies is good, but I would like to... Actually, that's a new one. Primary throws bypass 6 armor. Why not? I will melt some of these down. I have an absolute excess of these. So that's a good amount there. So let's see what this turns into. 12 armor. Interesting. I wonder, is that stackable though? Like every hit that we do? We'll find out, I guess. Oh, little Cabbage Patch Kids. I'll try not to get distracted. This rune is very cool. I love this weapon as well. The Earthroot is beautiful. I would love to see more of the like Ode style magic be adapted into the game. I really like this sound. But I also really like the heavy attack. It's phenomenal. Like that big large arc swing. Very similar to the or exactly like the Wazid or the Wastes. Is very nice. Oh dear. Hello, little guy. Come closer. I hope the big boy is nuts. The big boy did not stand the ground. If you do come across those, it's always good practice. Sneak up to the big one in the middle, and then steal its contents, and then creep away again. Sometimes they will just stay on the ground, and then you can set yourself up to attack them and get the rest of those willow fronds. Alrighty. So, Mr. Wazid. Waggly Wazid. Let's have some fun, my friend. Oh wow, that actually teleported straight through him. This Wazit is very cheeky as well. Like, extremely cheeky. I still do treat him like a Koga boss, though. And the good thing is, you can actually transport his projectiles back at him, which is nice. So it kind of gives him a taste of his own medicine. And now that we've got the rune activated, I feel like he's going to lose very badly. Don't get me wrong, it may not be Koga, but he still can be difficult at points. Especially when he starts reflecting magic projectiles back at you. That can basically rapid fire back at you, and then eventually you will just die. So I always take caution with the Wazit, that's for sure. And I always tend to check down here. I hear a little bit of the Paragon stag, which sometimes it can spawn down there. Just as like a free range boss. I hear you, my friend. Hello. Wake up. Excellent. Tines. Speaking of, they're very good weapons. I love them. Well, we've just done a very big run, pretty much of most of the bosses that we've needed to come across within Koga, but I actually died a few times, and I'm out of Koga, so I am almost at the end of the entire boss rotation. So I'm going to finish off with the Mannequin King, and then I will probably take a breaky, and then I should be back later this evening. But we did pretty well up until, I think, Sechnar, the second Spider-Man boss, which was really fun, to be honest. And there has been some really cool stuff come through in the hotfix, so I do want to take some time to actually have a look and see what has shifted within the the game at the moment too. Gonna bunny hop my way over to the Medica King. I love Bull Smite. It's so good. And the power-up moves? Even better. Say. Tantrum lightning. See, that just single bolt of lightning I think would be really nice on the Ode Tempest, which is like a first ability. I don't think get rid of the ability entirely. I still bang my little soapbox with this I guess restructure of the flame ability being put onto the Hand of Mora. I think that will just make a lot of sense. I love the sound of these. These are so good. Oh look, we've got a Banneret up on the house. How lovely. We love cleaning house. It's always fun. Arcstorm, a very good rune. Although I am very tempted to switch over to the Hollow Ring, which I will do now. It is such a fun rune. I really enjoy it. NGL. So we've got the attack speed, and we've also got the wrap for 35% damage to enemies. Heavy cast on slow would be very good as well. Absolutely. But I still prefer the casting speed, especially more so for the magic weapons. I will bring the Odiak, and I will bring the... interesting. So we now have the Spirit and the Courage-based Odiak that I built. They both do the same amount of damage. That's nice to see that. Although I do like the fact that Estelle does more. These are beautiful. So we got the Duck for armor, additional smite chance, attack speed. I will bring the Odiak just for nostalgia, I would say. I was very happy when I built these Odiak and attuned these to the Courage Virtue. Their damage output is insane. And because they're the only voltaic damage in the game, as far as I'm aware at the moment, they still do an exceptional job against most enemies, like the prawns. And the prawns also do not like the Mannequin King, so I'm going to bring them around. I'll bring these goons over, and then we can finish up with a battle royale. It would be nice to see if there was a stag around the area, but I don't believe there is. None that I can see, at least. But the corrupted prawns really don't like many other enemies. They seem to just dislike everyone, which is beneficial, especially if you want to pit different enemies towards others. Alright, got the Mannequin King. All hail the king. There we go. The prawn is making its way over, which is hilarious, because it does a lot of stagger damage to the king. As long as you can de-aggro. It will take on the other enemies, which is pretty fun. It's still probably always been my favorite fight. That AoE off that hollowing ring is crazy. Wow. That's the hollowing rune. Very nice. And unfortunate, because there's no drops from the king. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Interesting. Alright. Well, that's definitely something that I can tag with the team. Unfortunate. No agaric mushrooms. Oh well. At least we know. Hollowing Rune. Still pending. Destruction of items. Still happens. Which is a-okay. I'm glad that I'm testing it so other people don't lose their stuff. So... I might actually just try the Nightbolt. If it allows me. There's no battle anymore. There we go. And then we'll just go see. No mushrooms? Okay. At least we know now. So the Hollowing Rune still does destroy items. Unfortunate, but true. You guys need silicite. That is a material that does drop from these shrimp prawns as well. So it is a good idea to come down to these corrupt locations. The Mendicant King area, New Vissi, or New Visai, down the southeast. The Wazards area, but then also the Fallen Sky Tower. And Galvanar Wastes. These are really good locations. Generally, the Mendicant King area, the Sedai Stake, and also the New Vissi area, or New Visai area. These three generally will spawn spawns that hang around these corrupted areas, so we can farm their lanterns. But they will also produce themselves within the tile sets, so just before we wrap up, this Glades of Anduin is generally a very good farming spot for most items if you're just material farming. It does have chances to drop items like, I think, Orangor's Fang. Where are we? We need armor. So Orangor's Fang is this one here. So this one does have a little bit more of like a flashed out drop chance, which is nice. So it is a little bit more on par as the Wazard's Wish and the Synod's Belljar. So you do get these ones pretty much from like Dermak, all the three different dungeon tile sets. You can actually obtain Synod's Belljar from some of like the overworld map areas or chest areas. Generally, I find that I've gotten some really good chests that have spawned up with this particular banneret. As far as the Glades and the Neathans go, I would say this area of the Glades of Anduin is worth jumping into. This one up here as well. These are probably the most high-level dungeons within the game. So if you really want to jump into a very high-level tile set, I would recommend go in and then come out this way, rather than go into the exit as usual, because it will actually spit you all the way out down here, near the Wizard of the Wastes. And then this Dermak tile set, similar deal. I believe it drops you out roughly either within the starting location area or somewhere over near Kernhold. I'm pretty sure. I'd have to double check that. But if you really want to give yourself high table RNG chances, these two are quite good to go into. This Glades of Anduin as well. And then this Dermak's Undercity as well is also very good. And then you've got another Neathan's location just down there. And also the Cicade Crypt, if you choose to go through there as well. So, I would recommend doing those sorts of areas once you've leveled some equipment. Especially, you'll need the health and the packed abilities, especially up at these tile sets, for survivability. the enemies are very overwhelming now, in a way that if you get like 5 or 6 of them attacking you at once, as you guys have seen, they can tack you down pretty quickly. So do keep that in mind when you're running the higher level area of the map, which is pretty much cutting this top half of the map off, and that's pretty much all of like your high level enemies all the way through here. Your mid-level enemies are generally like split this down in half, I would say. This area here would probably be the weakest amount of enemies, but as you head over more into the eastern side of the map around this area, more down to the south and the west southwest areas, you will see like high level enemies spawning. So that's my recommendations on general farming of the map, but also the materials. So I would definitely be going through those sorts of ways as well. Oh wow, we've got the effects on the wild packs now. That looks dope. Let's have a quick look at the shinies on the Siren. Hi, how are you? I do see you in chat there, my friend. Wow, the effects look really nice. Siren I really like the look of. I like its simplicity even though it's wild. But I would like to see a little bit of an adjustment to Tetherin. It is really beautiful, but I would like to see more of that red leather on this particular pack. But I do really like the lights on it though too. I really, really do. And I like the fact that like you've got that flame coming out the shoulder. That's really dope. Really, really cool. I love that. But I don't know if that's intentional for Tetherin. I hope it is, because that looks amazing. Very cool. I just want to check on Mora's hand, though. I'm sure that Mora's hand gets a little bit of flame action somewhere. Not really sure if it's actually reducing itself, but anyway. I will have a look at the other different packs, probably later this evening when I'm back on. I am keen to continue testing Garen Rune as well, and just seeing if there's something that we can tweak to make it more accessible, I would say. Thawtide, I'm actually just about to wrap up stream for now. I will be back later, my evening time. But we can definitely do some runs together for sure. And you got 2 runes. Which runes have you acquired, my friend? The bow. Non-Koga. Ah, that would be the Alka's Breath. That's a very good rune, by the way. On any bow. It's very, very good. To let you know, though, when we switch different totems, generally they will keep your loadout that you've given the weapon, which is awesome. So, let's have a look. I got Pull Smite, reduces enemy armor. Got Arrow Hail, slowing enemies. And then we'll put the... There we go. So now you can see you basically have loadouts, setups for your weapons, which is amazing. So I'll definitely probably play with a bow as well. But I will have a bit more of a play with the Ducullet, because I would like to test this a little bit more. Just a little bit. Like, it's pretty straightforward what this does. But I still like to have a bit of a play around with the different new totems that we've had in game, which is really cool. That's the one there. So we got enemy movement, we get slows. That would actually be kind of fun. Primary stack and then attack speed will definitely be beneficial once again. So I'll play with that. I'll probably play a little bit more with, say, like the purity and just leveling, just in general, I would say. So what do we got now? So that is 20 requirement. Oh, we do require 20 courage for these now. And then 10 grace for that one. Okay. Interesting. But that is a-okay though. So we can just do that. 11 spirit. That should satiate a lot of my spirit bases. So yeah, I'll chuck on the purity. And we'll go have a bit of a run later this evening, I believe. Cool. Awesome. Well, thank you, my friends. It's also been an absolute pleasure spending time with you guys there. I'll just chuck some of the socials in chat there for you. That one is the Linktree is probably the best. Discord, I'll have to double check that one. So that one is something that I will have to do at a later stage. I am going to chuck some of the links in just to fix up the Discord. But just for the guys on YouTube, there's some social links for Soulframe, but also the social links for myself. So if you guys are keen to add yourselves in, please do. Check out some of the content online. I've actually been really enjoying sharing a lot of the little tips and things that I've found out through Soulframe. So I think that is a wrap, and I am very much looking forward to going through and having a bit more fun later this evening. So I will just double check the directory for you guys on Twitch and see if we can share you on with love. For anyone on YouTube, it is unfortunate. Once I stop stream, we will no longer have a connection until later. But I still love you phonetically. So let's have a look. If you guys in chat have got anyone that you would like to go hang with, I'm more than open to suggestions. There are a lot of people on Soulframe at the moment. I am just having a quick look through to see who is on. We do have Brozime up. It's always a very busy one though. We do have someone doing a 24-hour stream, so this would be interesting. I'm sure that there's a few people who are doing 24-hour streams. That's crazy. To me, though. I'm a little bit old. Not too old. Alright. I think I found someone. They seem pretty dope. Alright, I'm going to send you guys off to Bearded Nerd Gaming. I haven't interacted with them before, so I can't really give you too much feedback on them. I do really enjoy the name. I'm sure that they're a good human. But welcome them into Soulframe. It would be nice to see a lot more people sharing the love with the community of Warframe and Soulframe. So I will send you guys over to Bearded Nerd Gaming, and I will probably put my evening stream up just after lunch today for me. So possibly when you guys have had a good rest and sleep, I will see you again waking up. So you get to see me twice in the 24-hour period. So thank you very much for spending time and watching as well. Hope you guys have learned something. I certainly enjoy sharing the love in Soulframe. And if you guys haven't got any questions, do feel free to shoot your messages through as well. So I've got a lot of really cool people I spend time with through Soulframe. And yeah, we do like discussing a lot. So take care of yourselves, eat well, be well, and I will say ciao for now. Ciao.